The spare bedroom rule. On our wedding night, my wife laughed at the hotel's heart-shaped pillows and said she was tired. Fair. We had danced with people we didn't know and promised forever to a priest who had never met our arguments. But then it happened again the next night and the next. My body, my choice, she said with a smile that wanted to be modern and merciful at the same time. I agreed with the sentence. I did not agree with the weapon it became. After a month of the spare bedroom, I learned that there are rules that protect and rules that prevent. And sometimes they are the same rule held at a different angle. My name is Dan. I build things, stairs, shelves, frames that help a house remember its shape. I thought marriage would be a project, a beautiful one, long and hard and worth it. Our honeymoon was a city we pretended we lived in. We ate oranges out of paper and slept early on different sides of a joke we stopped telling. I brought her coffee every morning. She brought me books about boundaries. When we came home, she moved half her clothes into the spare room for space. It sounded sensible the way a fire escape sounds sensible, until you realize you're sleeping on it. I didn't push. I asked what made her comfortable. She said time, patience, no pressure. I said okay. I am good with tools and waiting rooms. I thought we were building trust, and in a way we were. She trusted me not to ask for what she had already decided to refuse. She kissed me on the forehead night after night, the way you kiss a child you want to keep harmless. A month in, my brother came by with flowers and the kind of grin people wear when they're relieved someone else got married first. He asked, "How's married life?" I said, "Quiet." And he laughed like that was a plus. My wife liked my brother, the way people like new furniture that makes the room feel finished. They teased each other about music. They teased me about my old jeans. I felt grateful and off balance, as if I had been invited to a party on the wrong day. I am not a man who goes through phones. I am a man who notices when two people have the kind of ease that skips a step. One evening I saw my wife on the balcony with her phone held too close to her smile. On the screen, a message from my brother, nothing scandalous, that modern old word, just a photo of a guitar, and next time I'll teach you that chord. I told myself I was jealous of air. The rule about the spare bedroom began to harden. She said she needed to own her schedule. She said work took everything. She said sex had never made her feel like herself. I said I wanted to be with her without taking anything away. She said the word entitled, and I stood very still as if any move would prove her right. We hugged. We kissed. We slept apart. At the end of the second month, I suggested counseling. She said therapy was a tool for people who couldn't read the signs. The sign is, I need space. She touched my cheek the way you touch a wall you want to repaint. I love you, she said, and I believed that something like love was in the room, the way you believe a house has a ghost when the floorboards speak a foreign language at night. Then one afternoon my neighbor texted me a photo. My wife and my brother in the cafe near the river, heads bent so close their hair almost made a bridge. No kiss, no hands, just a parcel of intimacy tied with string. I wrote back thanks, and he wrote back a heart because people don't know what to send when they deliver a bomb. I asked her about it. She said they were planning a surprise for my birthday. Maybe they were. Maybe every betrayal wears a party hat at first. I said okay and wrapped myself in the blanket of being reasonable. My brother wrote that he had to skip the party because of work. He sent a long message about deadlines and next time. He did not look me in the eye for weeks. Winter moved in. The heat clicked. The spare bedroom collected my wife's plants and my hopes. She started sleeping there permanently after a talk about autonomy in which I agreed with every principle and lost every night. I began to dream about houses without hallways. I woke earlier and earlier and went to job sites where wood doesn't lie and level means level. My crew noticed I was quieter. Wood noticed nothing. I loved wood for that. One morning I made pancakes and thought, this is a way to love. I put them on a tray and knocked on the spare room door. No answer. I opened and found the bed neat, the window open a finger, the room smelling like a magazine about health. On the pillow was a note. I'm at yoga, please don't be upset. I wasn't upset. I was done. I saw a lawyer who kept a bowl of mints and the kind of calm that makes you feel like a responsible adult even when your mouth tastes like fear. I didn't bring up sex. I brought up promises. He nodded. People bring him all kinds of nouns and hope he knows the verbs. When I told my wife I wanted to separate, she said I was punishing her for not giving me her body. I said I was leaving because she had taken the idea of us and turned it into a shelf she didn't have room for. We cried. We fought about teacups. We used the word consent correctly and the word marriage clumsily. She said my brother never touched her. I believed her and still couldn't put the cups back in the cabinet the same way. My brother finally came over. He stood at the door like a man without a key. He said he was sorry and that he had feelings. I asked why people only notice their feelings when they trip over mine. He said he hadn't crossed a line. I said some lines move when you lean on them. He didn't argue. He left with a look that was a mirror held too close. The day I moved out, I took my tools and the mug that says, measure twice, love once. I left the bookshelf I had built, and the table with the scar from the night we dropped the pot and caught it with our feet. In my new place, the walls are honest about their dents. The bed is mine from both sides. I sleep in the middle like an apology I've accepted. Months have passed. I make stairs for a living, steps that take you up and down. I like the ones that turn at a landing, a small pause where you can change your mind without changing your destination. I'm learning that love might be like that, landings that are not failures, just places where breath catches up. Sometimes I meet friends for coffee and we talk about weather and shows, and I don't say the word entitled out loud, but I remember how it felt wearing it like a shirt 2 sizes too small. Tell me your country and age in the comments. I hope you have a room where you sleep like you belong to the morning.